Hey guys, so the agency where I am conducting my field placement is an outpatient treatment facility. It specializes in opiate use disorder. So we serve patients who come in with an opiate use disorder, such as heroin, Percocets, hydrocodone, fentanyl, anything that is related to opiate. A lot of our patients do also come in with other drugs related, just like cocaine, marijuana, alcohol, but we mainly treat for opiate use disorder. So we treat patients with medication. So it's an MAT program, so medication assisted treatment program. We give them anything from methadone to Subutex to Suboxone to Vivitrol. So what I am doing in my field placement is on the counselor side of the treatment program. So I have been conducting one-on-one individual counseling sessions and group sessions, as well as intakes and anything that goes along with treatment planning, biopsychosocial assessments, and helping patients with whatever needs that they may encounter. So what is one thing I really enjoy about my field placement is being able to work with patients who do change. So patients who come in with a disorder and then as time progresses, they stabilize. So you can see that transition from then sometimes being homeless to having no jobs to losing their family to getting their life back together. So stabilizing in not just their recovery, but their environment, getting social support, again, finding an employment, going back to school. So that's one thing I really enjoy. Also, I'm really enjoying the workers. So I have gotten a lot of really good foundation information experience. So in the interdisciplinary team, because we also work with medical staff and nurses, have also given me a lot of formative um, educational perspective on how they treat the patients. Again, we do things like treatment teams. So we'll go ahead and talk about the cases and patients that are not doing so well and ways that we can go ahead and apply different interventions, or maybe if we need to place them in a higher level of care. So having that support from the team has really been effective. One challenge that have faced in my field placement is the financial burdens that a lot of people face. So we do have to take payments for the medication that the patients take. So a lot of times, a methadone is $14. Suboxone and Subutex can go from $15.50 to $18. If the patient is not able to pay, meaning if they don't have insurance, private insurance, if they don't have Medicaid, if they don't have some type of state funding, they are put on a financial detox. So then eventually they're detoxed out of the program, meaning if I have a patient and they're on my caseload and they're on financial detox, they eventually either get kind of kicked out of the program or they eventually just leave on their own. So that's one thing I've been facing. Another thing is possibly like time management. So it's a lot the counselors do and the social workers. We got to juggle everything from a caseload to group sessions to screenings to making sure everything is on time, deadlines, do treatment planning. So time management is one big thing that I've been, just adjusting to. One thing I've learned about myself is to be, let me see, how do I phrase this? To be a little more straightforward and not be so cookie cutter. So in the beginning, I've learned that my supervisor would tell me, sometimes we have to give our patients some tough loving. At the beginning, even though I do empathize with my patients, I gotta tell them, listen, you gotta stop doing X, Y, and Z. Like, I can't just beat around the bush about it. So just being a little more stern is something that I've learned to do. I've learned that I have a lot of patience because sometimes some of my patients will lie about certain stuff, and they will just kind of ramble on. So I got to make sure I redirect them to, their treatment planning, to their goals. So having just that patience to make sure I redirect them. What else have I learned? I've learned to multitask. I mean, I've always been a big multitasker, but in this field, it is very important. So I've learned to definitely prioritize a little more, and making sure I ask my supervisor what is more important, this to be done as a first task or maybe moving on. So I hope to learn a lot from this seminar for my field placement, and hope to learn a lot from you guys. See you. Enjoy.